amity and reconstruction, which is part of fulfilling the aims of the Civil War with the 4 proclamations of Abraham Lincoln. So a lot of confusion with that is, you have our people say, oh, Lincoln ain't do nothing for us, he ain't do nothing for us, but they don't have a history to substantiate the statement that they making. What they don't know is that Abraham Lincoln was also a Moor himself. He was a Melungeon, and he had a famous case where he proved it was a crime to be a Negro. The case is called the William Dungy case, and Lincoln proved that his client was not a Negro, he was a Moor. You can actually find this case in the Library of Congress. You can find it. It's public record. To get the authenticity of the case, you will probably have to pay for that, because that's probably in some kind of housed in a law firm or a law house, where you will have to pay for the documents like that. But Abraham Lincoln written into the Constitution 4 proclamations, not 1, 4. But they only talk about 1.
What do you say to a person that says paperwork ain't gonna save us, especially as melanated people? We gotta fight for our thing. They saying all this paperwork, you still get shot or a knee on your neck. What do you say to people who think like that?
Okay, so when people ask you that question, you have to also ask them this question. First of all, what is melanin? Melanin is synonymous with what? Yeah. But what is synonymous with? Copper. If you go get an unabridged dictionary, like an Oxford, and you look up the definition of an American, it'll say the copper-colored people who inhabited northwest and southwestern shores of Africa. Where is that? That's right here. And what is copper? Copper is a great conductor for what? Energy. So that's why when you go out in the sun, it activates your vitamin D. That's what the copper is for. That's why we people of the sun. So the other question is regarding the paperwork question. So a lot of people don't understand what kind of occupation we're under, because for starters, you cannot steal a people's land. You can only occupy it. You can't steal their land. There's no way you can steal it. You don't have enough finances to buy it because they didn't sell it to you.
So would that be safe to say that you're not from Africa? You're not
correct. The prophet said we're not from Africa. We're not Africans.
So what could people actually find that information? Because we've been taught a story that we were brought over here on slave ships.
And that's just what it is, a story. Somebody else's story. If you just use your common sense. They say in the transatlantic slave trade, we was brought over here on boats, on wooden sailboats with no motors, and everybody was chained at the bottom of the boat and given no food or water. Who would survive that? And if you ever been on the ocean, you know that's a lie. I've been on the ocean. I've been on the Pacific. If you don't have a motor, the current gonna take you where it wanna take you. So how you gonna navigate a route to get to the Americas? And you got cargo on the ship that you need to get there, so you can sell it and make a profit.